Hello, everyone. You're welcome back. What I'm going to be discussing today is dealing with in-laws. Dealing with in-laws, that word in-laws is a big name. It's a generational thing, in-laws. From generation to generation, the in-laws are there. They will not go nowhere. So we will always have in-laws. So long as you are in a relationship or you are married or whatever, in-laws, they are always there. Some people, they are lucky that maybe they are married, they don't have father-in-law or mother-in-law, but then you will still have sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws. So if you are the type that, oh, maybe you always see, when you were growing up, you say, oh, I don't wish to have a father or a mother-in-law, but your sister-in-law, your brother-in-laws, they are also there, so you can't do anything about it. So the only thing is how you deal with them. That is the only way to deal with in-laws. Okay, first, when you are in a marriage or in a relationship, you and your partner or your husband, you have to be on the same level. The same level of communication, everything. If you don't if you are not on the same level, you are not communicating, then you give room to your in-laws to penetrate. Because when both of you are not agreeing, you are not on the same level, your in-laws will now come and start dictating for you guys. But when you set boundaries from the beginning, then it's going to help. Set boundaries, be on the same level. Otherwise, then it means you are in an open relationship. When you are in an open relationship, then anybody can come in anytime to say whatever they like, to do whatever they like, which nobody wants. So that is very important for both of you to be in the same level, to set boundaries and be on the same level. It is very important. Okay, that is there. Another important thing is, when you are married or in a relationship, both of you should try to handle issues by yourself. Don't involve your in-laws. In some cases, before any little thing, you call your father, you call your mother, then the hatred will come. If you start calling your father to report your husband, to report your husband to your family, they will hate your husband. The same thing, the man also, if you are reporting, complaining about your wife, hatred will come and it's going to continue. So the best bet, both of you should try to settle yourselves. Like in my own case, I'll just use myself as an example. I never had problems with in-laws. Mother-in-law, sisters-in-law, they are just amazing. My mother-in-law, she was an amazing woman. May her soul rest in peace. My sister-in-law also, wow, the same. I never had problems with in-laws till date. They are so nice. They are so well informed, very enlightened. So I don't have problems. But rather, my own husband had problems with my in-laws. Why? It was me. In the beginning, any little thing, I would just complain to my family, complain to my mom, complain to my sister. So it was always problems. But at the end of the day, I got to understand that if I continue like that, it's going to break us. So I stopped. And for years, I stopped not saying anything. We just try to handle our issues. Everything is okay. We don't have that problem anymore. I just zip up. So for him, he don't say nothing. He's the type that he will not complain about anything to the family. It was me that was like complaining, but for years I stopped because I realized that it's not the best. So I learned it in a very hard way. So that is that. So with in-laws, you when you start to complain, then it's a problem. Okay, there is this situation also when you are married, you cannot take decision on your own. Any little thing, you are calling your mother, you are calling your father. It can happen with the man, it can happen with the woman. If you are doing that, then it's a problem. It's going to cause a lot of in-law issue. Some men also, they are so attached to their mothers. Men mostly, they do this. They are so attached to their mothers that when they are married, everything they want to involve their mother. Everything they want to involve their mother. It even causes jealousy between the wife and their mother-in-law. The wife become very jealous. You will be fighting with the husband there. But why? It's like you love your mother even more than me. So that is why once you are married, you now know that you have a new family. So stick to your family. You are raising a new family now. So your parents, your families, they are there, but your new family is what you should face. So you should think about your new family. That is why I said set boundaries. Let there be communication. Otherwise, you have to know when, if your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, if it is from the woman's side or the mother's side, they are coming to visit, let it be an agreement between both of you. It's not like my mother is your mother-in-law is coming to visit, then maybe if you and your partner, you discuss it, if at that period is a no, then you people should find a way to also say to your in-laws that, oh, for one reason or the other, say it in a way that it will not cause confusion. But when there is no good communication, the woman might go and tell the mother, mom, you should have come, but my husband say for now he don't want any visitor, he don't want you to come. You see the kind of problem that you are causing? It's going to be a big problem. Or the man also go and tell the mother, my wife don't say you cannot come now, you should wait. No. That is why you both should have good communication, should be on the same level. If you discuss, maybe for one reason or the other, it's not possible for any of them to visit, then just say that, oh, for now, mom, you have to wait now. You use your own self as an example. If it is your mom, say, mom, you cannot come now, I'm going to be very busy with something. Say something that I will not have time, so you just wait. I will let you know when it is the right time. You just say it like that. Don't lay the blame on your husband, or your husband should lay the blame on you. No, don't do that. So that is where I say you have to be on the same level. You have to there should be good communication. And another thing is that when I say you should have open mind, be positive at all times. Take your in-laws as your parents, as your family. So don't assume anything, like maybe your one of your in-laws, they are visiting, you serve them food, and he or she he just eat the food little bit and did not finish his or her food. Then you just assume that, oh, maybe they are thinking, I don't know how to cook. You are angry. No, don't assume, because maybe you gave them food, maybe at that time they are not hungry. Or sometimes also some people, when they are visiting in the beginning, they don't feel free, they cannot really eat good. They want to get used to the environment or get used to you. Then you just assume that, oh, they didn't eat the food, maybe they are thinking I don't know how to cook. Then you start nursing some negative thought in your mind. No, be open. Don't live on assumption. It is not the best thing to do. Sometimes also your sister-in-law or brother-in-laws, they are living with you, and when some of them, they are very they are not straightforward, they are sneaky. That is, when their brother or their sister, they are home, they are behaving so nice, but when they are not there, they start to behave, they are hostile. So when the man or the woman start complaining that, look at what your sister or your brother is doing, it's difficult, you find it difficult to believe That is where, when there is that communication, you are on the same level, that your husband knows you well, you know him well, then when you complain about something, then any of you should be able to say, really, is that okay? I will try to take note of the situation. It's not that you just say it's a lie. No. And when you have open mind, take your in-laws as your family. So it's not every little thing that you just pick on it, you start making problems. No. If you take your in-laws like you, then you find out that it makes things much better. So not everything you have to go and say to your in-laws, that you have to say to your parents. Otherwise, that hatred will be there either for your husband or for your wife. So we have to try not to bring things outside, because when you do, it's going to cause a lot of problems. You have to always be on the same level. The same level. So that one you have to have in mind. Okay, another thing is, like, when you want to give gifts, like maybe Christmas, you want to give Christmas gift to your in-laws. Let it be something between both of you. It's not like one with sneaky will go in behind to sneak and to go and say, oh, take, hey, don't let my wife to know. Oh my God. If you go and say that, then it means they will now know that your wife is a bad woman. Your wife don't want you to give anything to them. Or the woman will also say, take, I don't want my husband to know. Oh, what is that? That is going to cause problems. Just be open. Let both of you should be open, should let them know whatever you are doing, do it together. Do it together, so that that confusion will not come. Be on the same level. Let there be communication. Otherwise, confusion will come. And when there is confusion, it's not going to be nice at all. So that is something that sometimes also we do a lot. And when you are taking decision, both of you, don't involve in-laws from the beginning. Both of you should take your decision. When you finally decide on what you want to say, what you do, then you can break the news. This is what we want to do. Your father-in-law, your mother-in-law, on both sides, they are not coming to influence your decision. Your decision is your decision. Stick to it. Otherwise, you will let people to always come and interfere in your marriage. Then it will be a problem. In-laws. In-laws, they have caused a lot of problems in marriages, in relationships. So it is a very big problem in the institution of marriage, in-laws. And we cannot do without them. You can't do nothing about in-laws. The in-laws issues, they are there. So you have to be open-minded, be positive. You have to use wisdom in dealing with in-laws. Be patient and be quiet. Try to study your in-laws. When you are new in the marriage or in the relationship, study your in-laws individually and know the kind of people they are. It helps also. Then you can know how to handle or to deal with them. And so you have to apply wisdom. It's not every little thing you just talk about, or you jump and just take decision, or you conclude. No. Be observant. Study situations. Don't read unnecessary meaning to body languages, or just assuming, oh, maybe it's this or that. No, don't assume anything. Be free-minded person. There's a story I'm just going to say briefly about a girl. She was married and she was having a lot of problems with her mother-in-law. And she went to her father to complain. Say, what can I do? I'm so sick of my mother-in-law. The father said, okay, you know what we are going to do? Before we will do something to control your mother-in-law, this is what you have to do for me. When you do this first, then we will take it from there. The girl said, okay. So the father said, from now onwards, be cooking nice food for your mother-in-law, for your mother-in-law, take care of her laundries, clean her room, be nice with her. So the girl was like, Dad, how can I say yes? Because if you start to be nice with her, then anything we are going to do, people will not suspect. So you start to be nice. Then from there, we'll know, I will take it from there. So the girl said, okay. Really, the girl got home. She started to be nice to her mother-in-law, cooking nice meals, cleaning for her, doing everything what she was not doing for her. Then, sit with her, tell stories. The mother-in-law now said, my daughter-in-law, she has suddenly changed. So the mother-in-law became so nice to her daughter-in-law. And the daughter-in-law was now, she now loved her mother-in-law. So she went to her father. She said, Dad, whatever you wanted to do, I don't think you need to do anything anymore, because my mother-in-law, she's so nice to me now. So I love her. I don't even want her to go. And the father said, you know what? I wasn't planning anything. I didn't do nothing. I just wanted you to change your behavior, to be positive towards her. And I know that if it was your behavior, she would change. And actually, you see that it was your behavior that made her not to be nice. So it's just something that maybe you are not nice enough to your in-laws. That is why they are hostile or they are not nice with you. So you try to be nice to your in-laws so that they can be nice with you. So that is very important, that take your father, mother-in-law as your parents. All your in-laws, take them as your family. Be open-minded. Even if you know that your in-laws are not nice with you, don't instigate your partner or your husband against against his or her parents because they are not nice. No, still be open, still be positive. Just use wisdom, pray, and everything will be fine. In-laws are always in-laws. You can't do nothing about it. We can't run away from it. It's a generational thing. So we have to learn how to live with them. The only thing is that the men also, you guys also have to know how you behave to your own, to your family. Know how to handle your family so that they will accept your wife. The same thing with the woman. Know how to accept, to relate to your family so that they will accept your husband. Then you people will live together in peace. It is very important. So if you are in a new relationship, in a new marriage, I think you must have learned one or two things from what I have said. So with this, I just ask you to subscribe to my channel, leave your comments, and press the notification button in case I upload any of my videos. You will be the first to know, to get it. So I am going to be ending my video. I'll see you shortly. Thanks for watching. Bye.